The Retro Buzz starts right after this.
Hey guys, it's Friday, so it's time for the Retro Buzz. This is episode the Big 50. Yeah, I know it's Glenn's age as well, but you know, it is the big. What? Why are you sitting there like that?
Well, we have someone on today. I'm using the word experience a lot. I'm just calculating how much I owe him in residuals for using the word experience. It's a pretty big number.
Oh my word! I
better win that Powerball and Mega Millions today.
We've got Mr. Glen playing a Mento. We've also got the face, Douglas Smith, as Glenn calls him.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. This is the 50th episode. My first car ever was a Mustang 50, so it's all coming back, circling back.
I'm excited. I think we're gonna have a good show. We also have a special guest, which we are going to announce right now. We have the experience with Jong. Welcome, sir.
Welcome, John, to the Retro Buzz Retro Show.
Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here. By the way, Glenn, I think you're missing a couple zeros in the number.
Oh,
yeah, we got to play double for nothing here. I'm already broke, but maybe I have a chance here.
Well,
I'll trade you for about 10,000 of your yolks. How about that? I know they're awesome.
That's it. You know, we'll work out a deal. We'll work it something out.
There you go. There you go.
Well, guys, we want to start this off a little bit differently than we normally do. We have Jong. He's been gracious. We do want to talk a little bit about some news that came down the pipe. iiRcade went up, brought a bunch of cabinets to the market here at CES. And I know, Doug, you did a live stream about it. I'll pull it up. Why don't you take us into some of the new cabinets that they announced?
Oh, good Lord. There was a bunch. So they didn't skimp on cabinets. I think it was 8 total. So the first and foremost, we had the Legacy Edition. Those were the first things that kind of popped out there. We got a new Pac-Man. We got a new Tempest. We got a Street Fighter 2. And then we learned today we also have a Mortal Kombat. So this Legacy Edition one, you know, they have more games. They have the aesthetics changed a little bit. So the Tempest cabinet has that, you know, iconic Atari shape. Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat also have redesigned cabinet shapes as well. You get more games. So this is a nice like jumping on point for people that are new to the Arcade 1-Up brand that have maybe not purchased any of these cabinets before. Or if you're a longtime Arcade 1-Up fan, you're looking to consolidate and make some more space, you can essentially turn 2 cabinets into one, because a lot of these game lineups that we're seeing on these Legacy Edition cabinets are, you know, for all intents and purposes, 2 cabinets consolidated into one, plus a few additional games. So we're looking at $399 retail price with a light up riser and a marquee, or a $299 fundamental bare bones edition without the light up marquee and riser. And then of course we got a Dragon's Lair trilogy cabinet, which looks great. Dragon's Lair 1, 2, and Space Ace on there. We got an X-Men 4-player cabinet. One of my favorite, if not my favorite, beat 'em up of all time is that original Konami X-Men game. And then we had a Pong 4-player pub style bar top table type of thing, a little unique configuration. Get some 4-player action, play some Pong, play Warlords. Super fun game to use spinners. Glenn, you know all about that for sure. And then we have, of course, had one of the most fan clamored favorite, you know, please God make this happen announcements that people have been, you know, hounding Arcade 1-Up since day one, and that is the Killer Instinct cabinet. Killer Instinct also comes with Battletoads Double Dragon as a bonus game, online competitive play, Killer Instinct 2 as well. So lots of fans had some happy dreams come true on Monday's announcements for sure.
Well, where was this announced? I only saw Pong announced. There was one announcement. It was Pong. Where did these other cabinets come from? I didn't see them.
Yeah, Glenn has those like horse racing blinds on.
He
where
has
they
tunnel
don't let him
vision.
look left or right. He sees Pong and he zones in and he's like, all right, I'm good to go.
I'll pull it up for you, Glenn, just so you can salivate a little bit.
Look how beautiful that
The
is.
Pong table.
Look how beautiful that is. That's a thing of beauty right there.
Well, I mean, let's talk about
Love
that
it.
for a second, just real briefly. I think that the price point that they hit on this, I believe it's $600.
$549.
Seems kind of steep for this, but we've learned. So let's put this out there because I know people have been saying this. We've learned with Buck Hunter and every other cabinet that's come out. They've launched at $550 and they've dropped it by $100 already. I just picked it up for $450. So that I'm telling people don't jump on this right away.
Early adopters in technology always pay a premium. If you want to be the first person on the block to get it, you will pay a premium for it. 9 times out of 10, 6 months down the road, you're going to either get a revamped version of it that's got more bells and whistles and it's even cheaper, or you're just going to get a much cheaper version of the cabinet and save money that way. But again, as always with technology, if you want to be the first person to own it, you're going to pay a buyer's premium. Just be fair warned.
And Glenn, I want to talk a little bit too about this whole. Doug and I were talking this week. This whole thing with the Dragon's Lair, right? So, Jong, you brought a Dragon's Lair cabinet out. It's a multi-cade, but you still have the Dragon's Lair concept with it. But they did it. They did the Dragon's Lair, and I'm going to include you on this conversation as well because they did something where they added a second screen experience. There we go. We got to pay him money here.
Oh, God damn it. Stop it. You're making me broke.
That was not intentional. But
I'm glad Glenn's paying for this.
But
I'm gonna be rich.
with doing so, they added to make it so you could put your cell phone into it. And I kind of want to know what everybody's thoughts is on this. Is this a smart move? And because it almost looks like it's going to be the Android ROM, does that mean you have to have an Android phone and you can't use an iPhone? Or
that sounds good to me.
Yeah, of course it sounds good to you. Of course. What's your takeaway, Glenn? I mean, what do you think?
Well, you definitely have to have, in my opinion, those LEDs. I mean, on the New Wave Toys unit, I was blown away that they were able to do that on that small machine. So the most cost-effective way for them to do that, and it was pretty smart. I believe that actually came from Code Mystics. I think that was their idea that we could put, a phone app in there, which is kind of nice. And a lot of people have extra phones lying around anyway. So you could probably get a phone and just stick it there. My only thing that I would have done differently, again, I haven't seen the machine. So it looks like it just sits on the front like that. I almost rather it be some way you can put it behind a bezel of some kind versus, so it doesn't look like a cell phone.
Yeah.
I guess that's what the modding community is all about. And John D kind of mentioned that, that they're kind of doing this with the modding community. Maybe put a tablet in there, an 8-inch tablet back there, or an HDMI screen. So I do appreciate John D at least giving us an option for the experience. I'm just giving money away. But the modding community will take that and go further. And I do like that they at least have it. If they released a cabinet, like a Dragon's Lair shell like they kind of did there, and didn't have that secondary screen, it would have taken away from the experience. See, I'm dead.
P-Dub says here. Well, I was going to say, P-Dub says here, wait a second, hold up. Arcade 1UP is using an Android ROM? Did they announce that? No, they didn't say that. We're guessing that because of the phone the phone connection. It would. I mean, I think the whole panel here would probably agree that's probably what's happening, or it might be. I know, John, you had a special version made for your iiRcade. Maybe they're doing the same thing, but it's still based off of Android, correct?
Our version?
Yes, your version.
Our version is not.
It is not.
It's not based on Android version. No.
Okay, so they just made it compatible. They made it compatible to work in that ecosystem.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe Arcade 1UP is doing that.
They couldn't put a DVD in there and use that DVD player to play it.
No, we're not going to do that.
You have a laser disc. No, think about this. Think about this for a second. The original Dragon's Lair Space Chase, all these games were on a big laser disc, and a DVD player is just the next generation of that. How cool would it have been to actually play and have it lock up and freeze and break just like the real arcade machine. That would be the experience, Jong.
Zero
Sure.
I'm gonna be rich.
Zero Hero saying he says it's not a
Yeah.
laser disc, Glenn. He's
they're
like,
gonna
I know,
use
I
the
know, I know it's
original.
not. I know it's not. I just
Just-
said it would have been kind of a neat homage to it. That's all. But again, it would have broke as many times probably as the actual arcade machine did, because the Laserdisc players in there broke a lot.
yeah. Well, and Michael B, the Game Genie, Doug says it's the original 4.3 art for 1UP, and the scoreboard is done through Wi-Fi. So if they do it through Wi-Fi, maybe that means it is going to work for iPhone or Android. You just join it via its own little network, right?
Let's hope not.
I'm just gonna put this out there. I hate the cell phone thing.
That's
I
fine.
don't like that idea at all. I love the cabinet, love everything about it. To me, I as a consumer and a fan of Dragon Lair, I much rather see it done in the traditional sense with an LED scoreboard. I will pay extra. I would be willing to pay extra, and I think a lot of people probably would as well. To me, throwing the cell phone in there, like, save that functionality for a different cabinet or an idea later down the road, that's fine. But in this instance, it would be like if I bought a Jaguar sports car and then I found out it had cloth interior and a tape cassette deck inside for the radio. Like, you don't want to have all these premium things going on and then just come up a little bit short when it comes to something like an LED scoreboard. So put an LED scoreboard in there, please. Charge me an extra $50 if you need to, but in my opinion, go the whole distance, do it right, do an LED scoreboard. That's it.
Yep.
That's all
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
that'd be cool. But again, the modders are gonna do that anyway. So
Yeah, right.
it'll come down the pipe.
And the final one that we wanted to show here was, I know everybody got their hopes up about it, was the Space Ace cabinet. Now, I heard through some different people in the community and talking that John D did mention that this particular cabinet is not yet available, and he wants to do like 3,000 of them before they put it available by clicking notify me or pre-sale 3,000 of them that way, it sounds like. So what do you guys think about that approach to it? It kind of sounds like not a Kickstarter, because they went down that road with the legacy, what did they call that, the table, the affinity table. But it almost sounds like that, but they're making it more custom, it sounds like.
Yeah, I mean, it would be nice if they just split it down the middle and say, hey, we'll take orders ahead of time, pre-order, and then just make them made to order. Or, you can pay, again, a little extra and get both artwork packages, and the ending consumer can make a decision what they want to put on there. It's always what we always say on here. It's better to have options.
No, don't. Now you're getting.
I think there's me money on that one.
Now you're going to get more money away. Jeez.
Yeah.
And if you guys didn't see it today, they also released a legacy version of Mortal Kombat that kind of has the build. I was trying to find a picture of it here, and I still might be able to find it.
Zohar.
Yeah, Zohar will be super thrilled. Of the legacy cabinet of Mortal Kombat. So if you guys didn't see that, it has the design rather than the cookie cutter arcade 1UP. They just announced that today. GameStop has the pre-order, so if you're interested in that, go check it out. But that was the major release.
Oh no, Doug forgot one.
What did you forget?
Maybe I missed it. Tempest.
Now that cabinet looked really good. Tempest.
It looks really, really good. I mean, really good. I mean, John D was talking about that one for a while, and I think it really turned out super nice. I mean, that just looks. Doug said in his video when he was talking about the CES stuff, how like sexy this is, and that is a sexy, sexy cabinet. It's beautiful.
There's no other, more appropriate adjective to describe that, and I don't know why. Like I said, it's just the first thing that comes to my head when I look at it. It's like, man, that's a pretty cabinet. It's sexy.
And let's say this. Okay, so Jong, we're gonna pay homage to you here with your cabinet.
Mhm.
You're about the same size as the arcade 1UPs, but you did something that they didn't do. You kept it the same all the way down. You didn't do the riser thing or even attempt to do your own riser. You kept the graphic going straight. They did that with Tempest here, but they didn't do it with the rest of the cabinets. Like, why? Like, consumers, we've been screaming for that since these cabinets came out. Like, we want uniformity. Is that too much to ask?
Well, hopefully, I mean, there's still maybe time for some consumer feedback and them to go back to the drawing board and maybe redesign a couple of things.
Right.
I'm just.
If not, If not, again, you got a lot of guys who make aftermarket parts,
Yeah.
that can, sell it. Again, like we talked before, it's options. At least the companies, Jong included, you
Yep.
guys listen to the community, and if it makes sense and there's time, you can make corrections. But if not, it's not a big deal. As long as Tempest and Pong look good, who cares?
So now you know what you're going to have to do, Jong, to get Glenn to buy an iiRcade. You're going to have to put Tempest or Pong on there. You see that?
Maybe I should
Or
create a
big-
Pong cabinet.
Yeah.
Or Jack Daniels would be good too.
There you go. Yeah, I personally think they've done a fantastic job. I've seen all the cabinet pictures and everything. It looks beautiful. I totally agree with you. And I don't know if Chandi, if you're on here, I want to give you a huge congratulations and 2 thumbs up. That's a fantastic job you've done there. So, and that's going to just help us to make the industry even better, and which we are trying to do for our beloved gamers and family. And so I was so happy to see that. So thank you so much for bringing amazing products to the market. I'll give you 2 thumbs up.
I would agree. I mean, but I like the fact that I think he's going to be watching these shows, not just ours, but others, hearing this feedback, and like Doug said, take it back to the developers, to the designers, and say, you know what, the community really wants to have the machines look like that. They want it.
Mhm.
So now, I was talking to Jong in pre-show, and I said he needs to call the iiRcade the experience, okay? Because if you guys remember the first time he was on here, we'd ask him a question, and he would always say, it's about the experience. And he's really, he's taken that word and that
coined the phrase,
and
so
he's
to speak,
coined
for
it,
sure.
right? And I said, I was on the
It's
fence in the
trademark.
beginning. Well, I was on the fence in the beginning, and I told the guys, I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, he keeps talking about the experience. I really got to see what this is about. I got to see what it's about. If you want to blow your ears out while you're playing games in a child-friendly environment on a machine, this is for you. Honest to God, like, he went above and beyond on this, and I have to eat my words from when I said I don't know about this, because this is
Thank you.
this is a great machine, and I can almost see these guys. You did Double Dragon, you did Dragon's Lair, and I know I could say for Doug, we want a Retromania iiRcade experience.
100%. That's the reason I bought the plain Jane one, because I'm like, well, one way or the other, I'm getting Retromania stuff put on this. So I'm like, I'll either wait until there's an official art package offer, or I'll get it made myself. But Retromania Wrestling, that's the art that's going on my machine.
At least one thing that I can tell you though is I've played the game on iiRcade, and it is amazing. You'll be surprised.
Nice.
Wow.
Very nice.
So at least from that perspective, at least I can tell you that the experience of Retromania Wrestling on iiRcade is going to be amazing and something that you have not seen before.
So, Jong,
Yeah.
there's a question
Yeah.
here in the chat room. Let's see here, from who do I have it up on?
Masonic Gamer.
Masonic
We need them
Gamer.
in the UK.
Yes. Is it coming to the UK?
Thank you. We'll definitely be working on it. We are trying to do this in stages. So first, we want to make sure that we're able to deliver our product and make sure that everything is great in North America. And then as next step, we're definitely looking into European market. So if you can give us some time, we want to make sure that when it happens, it's perfect. From experience perspective, it'll be perfect experience.
There you go.
So we want to make sure that is delivered. So if you can give us some time, we'll make sure that is made happen.
So John, kind of speaking to that experience and something to touch back on what Steven had mentioned, something that your cabinet by far in a way is known for is the sound, the levels, the loudness, and the quality of the sound. You want to speak to why that was so important for you to, go above and beyond what everybody else was currently offering in the market as far as sound? Because not only are you louder and bigger, and I mean, it's by 4, 5, 6 times even what most people are putting in their machines.
Sure, thank you, absolutely. So it was actually just more than a sound. it was actually it is the experience, what we called a sort of a cinematic experience, cinematic gaming experience, right? So if you look at it from a person perspective, there are five senses, right? We have the sight, and obviously, and then, right, I don't think anybody would smell our device. So
You should hope not. Otherwise, something's burning and something's on fire. Something was wrong.
exactly. and then and then third sense is taste, but I don't think anyone will be tasting our device. So forget taste.
Well, most people.
Uh-huh.
Most people.
Yeah.
Well, wait,
then you
Glenn
have-
might.
I've been known to have a flavor for a couple of machines.
We'll try to create a strawberry flavor specifically for you in the future. But not right now, it's both flavored. But anyway, and then you have the other two senses, which are hearing and then touch, right? So we said if we are able to integrate this then and merge this into one single experience, then I think we'll be able to create something that's like really amazing from experience perspective. And this is where we said we're going to put in a beautiful 19-inch HD display. That's like right in front of you. And then right in front of you, you have the 100 watts of premium audio. And then we're going to, as a touch, we're going to integrate premium controls on that device. That's sort of when it's integrated and when you're playing games where you're able to fully be, like, give you the immersive experience. And you're looking at an HD display playing in a really amazing game, and you're hearing this audio, and all of a sudden, let's say you're playing something that's like really scary, ghost comes up, and if you're able to jump, right? Because the saying experience a lot today, but because the entire experience of the sight, audio, touch, and everything is bringing what the game was supposed to bring to you. Then we said only then we are successful, and that is what we're trying to deliver. And as part of that, the audio was an experience that we had to make perfect, because that is one of the elements that's going to, for example, make you get scared when you're playing a scary game, or get you sweating and excited when you're playing an action game and things like that. So it's one of the reasons why audio was important. But the other senses were very important for us as well, except for smell and taste.
Well, somebody
Look for those in the second version.
There's nothing
Exactly.
like burnt cigarette smell and pizza grease taste. That's what we're all about.
I was trying to find it. Somebody, oh, here it is. Jeff Rainwater here. I'll put his comment up. He said something about strawberry. He's like, iiRcade strawberry flavored edition is confirmed. But somebody actually put this in here, Jong. I want to show this to you. Corey MCC says, what makes the iiRcade different is the way Jong got everyone to be so positive in the community. And I second that.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Oh, I really appreciate it. Thank you. So as we said, if you look at the name iiRcade, right? I and I stands for you and me. So it was very important for us that we are bringing everyone together, right? And you're from bringing the family level together, to friends together, and then the community together and things like that. That was really important for us. Initially, we started, right, having our first, for example, our first live session back in April of last year. When we initially started, we were very scared, right? As like, how do we, right? Are we going to be able to bring everybody together and things like that? So, what's the best way to put it? I don't think it was intentional, right? I mean, we wanted to do it, but I don't think it was intentional. Only thing that we did is to be honest and truthful and try to be, right? You guys are family to us from day one, right? I think, and I'm thinking that maybe that resonated. I don't know, but quite honestly, if I had to say something, I don't think it was us. I think it was more you who made this happen and be able to form this family. And we were just there giving you information and everything that you need to know. But I think it was you who made it happen. I don't think it was me. So thank you so much for making that happen, by the way.
So one of the questions that came up in the chat room here is about the light up marquee. Now I've seen some discussions, and I'll pull it up here so you guys can see it. But the reason that some are saying the reason you didn't do the light up marquee was because of interference with a light gun. I don't know if that's true. I'm just reading what's going on in here. And then somebody, Deputy Van Halen says, will Jong be offering an add-on light up marquee?
I mean,
Oh my
how many
God, yeah.
watts of sound does it take to break plexiglass?
Ain't that the truth?
I'll answer with anything is possible in the future. By the way, I don't know if you noticed, but somebody in our family who got one of the units already created a custom marquee, which I thought was extremely impressive.
Yes.
So yeah, but from our perspective, anything's possible in the future. I'll just leave it at that for now.
Now, you did add some new games today. Is that going to be something? I see them arguing about games. There's not a lot of games. It takes time, people. Is that going to be a Friday thing? Is it going to be a monthly Friday thing? Is it going to be a weekly Friday thing? What's the rollout?
Sure. So first of all, you're absolutely right. Right, getting a game out, it takes a lot of time. Of course, it takes a lot of money, and it takes a lot of effort. So just to give you a quick idea, right? The games that, let's say, we license, right? I think that's just the beginning. We're going through all the QAs and make sure everything is correct, and right, fix anything and everything that needs to be done. And then we have to get approval from our game publisher partners, as well as going through our own QA. And then once everything is approved, we have to create videos, we have to get pictures and everything. So it takes a long time. And great thing is that right before we launch, we were able to make a lot of those happen. So we have about 100 games that we want to get to you as soon as possible. And that's what we're trying to do. Now, before we release them, we are retesting them and recreating everything to make sure everything's right. And that's the reason why we're releasing them 10 at a time at the moment. And we're going to try to do that and get to first 100 as quickly as possible. And we are going, initially it was Tuesday, but we said, if we do it on Friday, then
you got the whole weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody's naturally in a better mood on Fridays.
Of course.
Except this guy. He's over here on his calculator.
That's because, well, that's true.
No, I'm watching you.
You're
sitting over there on your calculator counting out how much you owe Jong.
Well, you know, it's a lot of money. I haven't won the Powerball of Mega Millions yet, and I owe him a lot of money.
Yeah, I don't have to make money using iiRcade. I'm making money through the word experience, and I just need Glen.
Through me.
There you go. Pay me everything.
Glen
One single sole contributor, just funding that experience all the way through.
Haven't you guys noticed my machines aren't behind me anymore? I had to sell them.
No, I know you're lying. Do you know why? Because you buy 2 of 3 of everything. There's no way you would sell it. It's probably wrapped.
Tell him that.
You probably
I have more. I gotta sell the other ones.
You probably put them all in a plastic garbage bag and stuck them in the basement. That's probably what you did with them. Hey, Jong, real quick, I'll let you think about this here. Somebody put in the chat here about TechBuzz Gaming. Ask Jong what's up for the 4-player panel. They want a 4-player panel, but before you do that, I want to address the community here real quick. So a lot of you guys have been asking. You've been seeing shows like ours, like Dubs, some of the other ones on the internet, even Jong, how we're doing some of this stuff. There's a product that I actually got today, and I want you guys to pay attention to this because this is something you guys will be able to do. This is something called it's the YOLO box, and you can hook up 4 camera inputs into this portable Android type device. So I want you guys to pay attention to that. I'll have a review video and everything checking that out, but very cheap. You can get in doing multiple cameras to capture your gameplay because Jong gives you the ability in his iiRcade to capture. That's why I felt like this is a perfect leadway for this. To capture the video out of the HDMI out into a switcher of some sort or a capture card, This box, it allows you, it's all touchscreen, so you can touch what camera that you want to switch to. It streams, it's all integrated with Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. So, Jong, 4 players to stream. Come on, hit us.
I heard you. I heard you.
Wait.
In the future.
It's coming soon, right? Oh wait, no. You said you said you never know, right?
Never know. Anything is possible.
Oh, anything is possible. All right, so guys, we need a meme. John D has a meme for soon. We need a meme for Jong that says anything is possible.
And you have to face 45 degrees like this.
Oh, okay, here, let me get this off, and then everybody
Stop right
can
there. Wait, hold on.
do it again. Freeze frame.
Do the pose.
There it is.
Everybody screenshot it. So now the memes are gonna fly, and it's gonna be all over social media because they're gonna say hashtag anything is possible.
And speaking of the HDMI out there, Jong, can you kind of talk to how that came about? Because I imagine that probably wasn't originally in the product designs, and if I have a guess, it came from community feedback as far as people saying, hey, it's important for us to want to share our gameplay and get it out there on the internet. We can't do that without an HDMI output typically. So is that kind of how that came about for you?
I think you know that better than I do. Guess where it came from? Remember when I was first here, the first show that I was in?
Oh, that's right. We were all like, yeah, give it to us.
Right?
100%, yes. I was trying to be coy about it. I didn't want to take all the credit.
If you go back and really replay that episode, that episode is exactly when you told me.
Yep,
and
100%.
That's when exactly we went back and made it happen. So credit goes back to you, my friend.
Well, I greatly appreciate you throwing that in there because I know that, again, that's another set of hardware changes, configurations, and headaches, especially if you're so far into a design product plan, things like that. But I know the community really appreciates it. I know the future community and the new adopters of the iiRcade system will appreciate it just because it's so easy and so convenient just to have that HDMI output, hook it up to a capture card, stream, do whatever they want to do, as opposed to trying to do some mad scientist wiring and converter boards and things like that. It just makes it so much easier when you have that HDMI out. So tip of the hat.
Come on. Pick up a soldering iron, people. You can do anything. Come on. Yeah.
So
look, right back there.
Just make sure you don't pick up a soldering iron like they do in those really bad, stock photos where the girl's like holding it right by the.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, we totally get like this.
Yep, exactly.
So
I don't know how many times I've seen that picture.
So I'll put this out there since we were talking about this. Obviously, you guys know my background's in broadcasting. I do a lot of video for my day job. I work in the broadcasting industry. I stumbled upon a capture card that I shared with Jong earlier this week, and it costs $18.99. So nobody out there should be like, oh, I can't afford these capture cards. $20, people. You can see right here. I purchased it. I've got a lot more than twice. I got like 8 of these in my studio. And they'll capture 1080p 60 frames. So this is perfect. It's USB 3, Mac or PC. So if you're wanting to capture your iiRcade for $20, and I'll put the link in there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Tell me more.
And I don't even get it. I got to set up an affiliate link. I don't even have an affiliate link on this. So
I got this. This is on a USB 2.0, but it does.
It'll still work.
It does 30 frames a second, but it works great. It works great. So you don't have to spend a lot. Hey, it's me. You don't got to spend a lot of money. You don't want to spend a lot of money. So you could do it.
I will post this.
You're thinking about this, right?
What do you got? What do you got? Oh, you bought it.
Yeah.
Hey, there it is.
Of course.
See how quick Amazon is? Do you see how quick Amazon is? He just told you about it, and Jong had it delivered already.
Wait a second. Does that make us Does that make me an influencer?
You're an infomercial.
Maybe
Willie Mays Hayes.
I influenced. No. In all seriousness, though, $20, guys, and you could have multiple cameras set up and do what we're doing right now. I mean, you could bring in stuff, especially with the iiRcade. So I put it through its paces. I've tested it. It worked really good, bringing it in OBS, Streamlabs OBS, vMix, Wirecast. I've tested it through a lot of things. I've tested it with Jong's machine. Works great. And so I'll put the link here in the chat room. Share it out. Put it all over. And let's get those iiRcades online. Let's get them streaming. Let's get Jong would love to
I
see
have
that.
to order 5 first.
Mhm.
You got to be careful. I have to get 5 before people sell out.
I just put it in the chat room over there on YouTube. So let me go over there. Better hurry up. Oh, wait. I have to grab this. Hang on. You're going to see doubles of it. Wait. Here it is. The first meme of the show. There it is.
Oh, and the internet strikes again. Man,
Anything is possible, my friends.
that was a
Oh
quick
my God.
turnaround.
Oh my God!
You're gonna be
You have
sorry
to
you
put
came
a
on the
picture
show
where
today.
It was my hair day.
Oh my goodness. I can't
I'm
believe
gonna
how
get
quick
a lot
that
of
went.
pictures of myself.
Jeez. Those guys they're quick, man. They're vicious. Let's see
Snappy.
here.
Very snappy response.
How much is YOLO box? I think it's under $1,000. So I want to say it's like around 800, I think. But for a switcher, ask Doug. That's cheap. For a
that's-
hardware
that's a
switcher.
bargain.
Yes.
I imagine a lot of people probably just went like this, but they're also probably not familiar with switchers. So,
Well,
it's just one of those things.
the reason I thought this would be good, and I wanted to bring it up on the show because, like I said, for my day job and what I also do besides games is I do broadcasting stuff, so I get stuff sent to me here. But what I thought was, if you're doing video game streaming, this is touchscreen. Jong, how many times have you fought yourself trying to switch cameras when you're doing your live broadcast in front of your arcade because you can't grab the mouse and keyboard? This is touchscreen, right? You just touch it, switch cameras, boom, done. Forget about it.
For me, about 10 million and 2 times.
I'm with you. I have to sit here. I got buttons here in front of me too, so that's why I figured I'd put it out there. P-Dubs just ordered it. Do you hear this guy?
He already did.
Good. I hope I get kickback on that. We should call
You're
that.
gonna get kicked in the back because P-Dub's gonna be hitting you up for tech
He's
support.
gonna kick me.
What do I do with this? How does it work? Instructions weren't clear. I plugged it into a potato and it's not coming on.
Oh, he says it's $8.99. Okay, so I literally got this in the mail right before I came on the show here. They want me to check it out, so I was like, okay. But I was like, man, this will be good for the gamer guys. This would be awesome.
P-Dub just order it. It may not work at all. You just got it. Haven't tested it. It may not work at all, P-Dub. You just flew it out.
All right, let's get back to some of these questions here in the chat room here. Ask Jong what he feels about software sales so far. That's a good question.
That is a really good question.
Thank you. It was good. I was very glad that everyone likes the quote-unquote iiRcade experience. And we can see that by looking at the number of games that were sold. And it was high. It was very high. And I think people are, especially as we're releasing more games, I think people are getting more interested. And one thing that was very interesting to see is that people were really into like experimenting, quote unquote, for example. I don't know if experimenting is the right word or not, but basically all the modern games that are on iiRcade were extremely popular. So if you look at some of our top ranked games, lots of them were the modern games, which I was very happy to see. So from sales perspective, the sale numbers were much higher than we thought. And I want to send you a huge thank you. And also from the type of games perspective as well. I saw that people really like the modern game experiences that we're delivering. And also lots of, what's the best word to put it, the high quality games as well, they really like too. So we were very happy with it, as in summary.
That's a good question for people in the chat room, because a lot of people weren't sure how that model was going to work.
Yeah,
Glenn's so cheap.
Untested, and it's a new
Yeah,
concept, especially with the newer games. And I'm glad to hear Jong say that there's been a positive feedback on that, because you don't know how the community is going to respond. Are they going to kind of thumb their nose up at the newer games? They're like, oh, I've got a retro machine. Why would I play newer games? But it's when you actually dip your toes into those waters and actually get to experience some of these games. Glenn, you owe him another $1. That you find some new gems out there, some hidden games that you never played before that suddenly become your favorites.
Jong, I
Yeah,
tell you,
we,
kids like spending your money. These two kids like spending my money. That's what they're doing.
If I say experience, are you gonna pay for me as well?
You're on the show. You're a guest. I guess I have to.
Okay, that was a great experience. Thank you, Mix.
There's another question in the chat room here. They ask, Kian says, can you ask John to ask John possible to fix the App Store to list what game offers like 1-player, 2-player, online, leaderboards, and it got cut off the rest of it, but
just more information.
Yeah, for you, absolutely.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Wait,
And
that's not, you never know? That's not.
It's a straight up. Yeah.
That's
straight up. It's happening. Yeah. But
yeah, I already told this to our engineering team, so they were already working on it. So
another idea I thought about, and I'm sure some others have thought about it too. This is not, me being a genius or anything like that. But as far as the store and the platform and everything like that, have you thought about maybe offering somehow, some way, some shape, trials of these games, whether it be like you only get to play the first level, or maybe you only get 5 minutes to test it out, but that type of thing, a try before you buy type of thing?
I think you're a genius. Oh my God. How'd you come up with that idea?
There goes his head, Glenn. There it goes.
Wait. Doug is not just about the looks. People think when you're pretty, you're not smart. Okay, Doug's got the full package here. Now you just saw it in reality. He's got the looks and he's got the brains.
Well, we actually have, Jong, real quick, we have a community member, a family member that's actually assembling their iiRcade while they're watching us right now on the TV.
Oh, nice.
They sent this picture in. So they said, please share this with Jong. So we are sharing this with Jong. So there you go.
Oh, nice. Thank you so much. I'm so glad to hear.
They got their experience.
Yeah, we love to see your pictures on our community page. So please post them when you're done. And by the way, going back to Doug's amazing idea, we already have that in place. So when you get a game, you have 30 minutes to try it out. If you don't like it, you can return.
Nice.
So it's already in place. Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah. That was very important. I completely agree with you. I think you're a really genius.
It took him long enough.
Thank you for that.
He sat here the whole time. He's like, yeah, Jong's like, yeah, got it, plays. Matt, or Mark Whitman agrees that it's a great idea. Let's see here.
Well, if we're doing ideas, what about the addition of other types of controls in your machine?
Ooh. If only he knew somebody that made controls.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was told that I have a lot of money already banked in with him.
That's true. You have credit with him. That's very true.
I have a lot of credit. So if anybody needs any free yoke, please send me an email. I have a lot of them in my bank.
Oh,
and they're
my.
awesome, by the way. They're awesome.
Trying to look here. See, keep those comments coming in. We're going to try to get going here.
Yeah, we got to deflect it off of me now. More comments. Come on, change subject.
Well, what we can do real quick is keep those comments coming, but we do want to pay homage, and we want to thank one of the guys that's been around and trying to help us. I know he's working on a big buck hunter marquee right now, and that's Angel. If you're in the market for a marquee, check him out. And again, we want to thank our buddy Angel. So I know a lot of you guys in the chat room have been saying we need an iiRcade marquee. So Jong, you need to get in touch with Angel and get that moving, man. You got to get the boy moving on making a marquee for you.
Oh, I never said anything about not being in touch with him.
Oh, we got some confirmation there.
Oh, reveal.
I didn't confirm anything.
We've got some.
Oh, I never denied anything either.
Oh, can't confirm nor deny. We've got it. No, Angel's a
I wonder what
good
that
guy.
means. Yeah, I love him a lot.
Yes.
We are talking to many different people as well in terms of enhancing our arcade experiences. So there's going to be some great news.
I
So stay
think
tuned.
what you need is some like for the marquee, like get like a giant boombox looking marquee that you put over top so it looks like the speakers are in like this boombox, so when it goes it like pulses like the
Like,
frequencies off
the
of
art
it.
was 720.
Dude, that would look so sick.
Had the boombox for the marquee.
Yeah. Talk about the
I agree.
experience. It looks like a boombox sitting on top of your cab. Rattle your
Ghetto
brain.
blaster.
Yeah. Talk about guys in the chat. Don't you think let's do this. Put a 1 in the chat room if you think Jong needs to hurry up and not put it aside and anything can happen and put a marquee on this thing. A lighted marquee. Put it in the chat room right now. Flood it. Let's see how quickly they can get that
Oh my
going.
God.
Like we got another
Oh my
question.
God.
These guys are
It's,
insane.
Kev Gret, it says, ask Jong if there are any other online games coming to the iiRcade besides Bomb Squad.
Oh.
That's a fantastic question.
Homeschooled.
That's a fantastic question. It's my okay. There I am. Anything is possible, my friends.
Jong, you've kind of lost it. I don't know if you can see the chat room, but it's like I can't even keep up with it. There's like ones go down through. Yeah. So you've got a lot of work to do. Just saying.
What was one?
Oh, there's ones all the way down the chat room. I mean, there's like 100 between Facebook and YouTube. There's like people saying that 1 all the way down. If you look at the chat room,
We're in the matrix. We are 100% in the matrix.
yes. So I guess that means you got to do
Oh my
it.
God! There's something extremely funny going on here right now. I don't know if you guys are recognizing it. And I've been trying to keep this secret for a while now during the show. I'm kind of a little bit surprised that nobody has recognized
Oh,
it.
I already saw it.
There's people that have recognized it.
We just haven't drawn
already-
attention to it. If you look behind Jong, and I'll say it because if you look behind Jong on the iiRcade over his left shoulder, you're right. You'll see the eye on the IR just flickers different colors over there.
Illumination.
We've seen it. I've just been cutting away from it every single
Oh,
time it
did you?
comes on.
Okay.
See right there, you
Okay,
guys
yeah.
just saw it.
Yeah.
I know Doug caught it a few
Just to let you know.
times.
Yeah, just to let you know. Here you go. I'll show it to you.
Hey.
I
Look
thought
at
it was
that.
I thought it was sound bumping, and I was like, I'm gonna cut off of it because he may not realize that that's on, and he may not want to say anything and get everybody hyped up.
Yeah, just to let you know, this is not our product. So one of our family members came up with an amazing idea to create this in the back, this lighting.
Mhm.
And he gave specific instructions on how to make it, and we just recreated his creation on one of our devices, and it came out fantastic. So just
that-
wanted to show you.
Is that the 5-inch saw hole and then relocating that amplifier?
Yes, it is.
There it is. Looks good.
And it looks beautiful. So
Creative engineering at its finest.
There it is.
That's it.
Turned out great.
That's it.
yeah,
And-
I thought that was really creative too.
But you know what? And it's the perfect price point for Glenn. It was free.
Free.
So you can make this, Glenn, and right? Because I know that because you owe me a lot of money and everything, so you don't have to worry about it when you want to make one of these.
Oh boy, you're in trouble now.
I'm broke. I'm broke.
You're
It's
broke.
okay.
But one thing that I'm very happy about is exactly what we discussed about a few minutes earlier, and that's our community interaction, right? I think we have an amazing family, in iiRcade family, where we're helping each other, we're talking to each other, and when we have great ideas like this, we share. so that everybody can be able to quote unquote experience these awesome extended iiRcade experiences. And I think this was one of the great examples of that. I mean, this was a fantastic idea, and it was well done.
I think it looks good. And thanks,
It does.
thanks King Krill for joining the channel. Appreciate that. Just want to give you a shout out here. I'm waiting for it to pop up on my comments, but it didn't yet. So, but I want to appreciate it. But yeah, no, totally. I think that that's probably one of the better ways to do it. You know, you can do it yourself as long as you get yourself a hole saw, put it in a drill, and right through it.
It
Doug,
was easy too.
Doug, how comes you didn't do it yet?
Because Lowe's doesn't have a 5-inch hole saw. Excuse me.
Amazon, man, Amazon. You saw how quick John got that capture card. He got it like I mentioned it, and like 2 seconds later he had it.
That's true. For whatever reason, I just feel like going to my local Lowe's. Maybe it makes me feel more manly. That's like one of the few times I get to do some like woodworking.
Well, you're not manly going to Lowe's. You're manly going to Home Depot. Just saying.
We don't have a Home Depot. Sorry.
Oh my.
Then put a dress on and go to Lowe's.
We have
trying to do, Glenn. They're just simply out.
Hey, we have both of them, but we also have a Menards. Imagine how many jokes come out of that one.
We have 2 Menards.
You know, when I first moved to Ohio, short story, I saw the bumper sticker. It said Menards. I'm like sitting there going, what is wrong with these people? And I seen another car with the same bumper sticker, and I'm like, what is this, right? So we ended up driving by the store. I'm like, holy cow, it's an actual store. I couldn't believe it. I was sitting there going, I'm like, what is this? You know, it's like a cross between Home Depot and Walmart mashed together.
Yeah,
so
it's a weird place. You can buy tools and milk.
It's
a strange occurrence.
That's why Doug feels manly in there. See?
Yeah.
Well, Luke Skywalker was getting milk in a movie, and it wasn't very manly.
Very, very true. Very true.
All right, so we got a few more
Kathleen
questions.
Kennedy.
A few more questions for Jong, and then Jong's got some information for you guys about joining some leagues. I think I got roped into me and Jeff Rainwater, and I think I've nominated Doug. And we were in some contractual negotiations before the show with Donkey Jong Jr., right?
I have a superstar. So I forgot to tell you guys, I also have an agency. And one of my superstars are being heavily recruited by many of the other teams that are out there. And his name is Donkey Jong Jr. And he's an excellent player. And right now, we do have a lot of offers in our plate. So if you want him in your team, we're taking offers, but nothing under 7 figures.
Well, but Glenn's paying for it because he said experience I don't know how many times for the show, so we should automatically get it.
Jesus, you're killing me.
Just write the check out to him so we can win, right? You want Doug, me, and Jeff to win, right?
Yeah. Just sign your name on the check, Glenn. We'll take care of the rest. You can leave the rest of the space.
Write it up over here. I swear, you're two most expensive kids in my family, both of you.
We do what we can.
We try. So, John, no, in all serious, talk about what's going on. I believe it starts Sunday. Am I correct?
Yes. So now here's another great example of our how great things are happening in our community. Basically, our community family members have formed a league called iiRcade League, where we're holding tournaments and leagues and things like that every week, right? So until now, we've been having practically like a bomb squad online multi-party session every single day. And then Gunther, I'll give you a quick shout out, our amazing family member, by the way, our fan of the month, has created a initiative called iiRcade Leagues, where we're holding 2 types of leagues right now. One is our bomb squad tournament, where we're recruiting teams of 4 people, and then we're going to have like really awesome tournaments, right, with these different teams. So that's going on, number 1. Number 2 is another set of tournament where for example, on the first one, on our Dragon's Lair, we have a global leaderboard, right? So we held a tournament, Gunther held a tournament on the top 2 people and then a third person to get the highest score and get trophies and things like that. So we just had our first tournament there on Dragon Slayer. And this week we're holding another tournament on Double Dragon. And we'll be giving out trophies and prizes and things like that. And then next week we'll have a different game. So here's one set of tournament. The other set of tournament, we have Bomb Squad team tournament that's going to be happening. And this is just going to continue to grow. And this is all happening by our family. And this is all driven by our family. So a lot of great things happening there.
See, that's a beautiful thing that he's able to already have the community and be engaged in such a way. That's how companies should be engaged in the community. Jong, that's awesome.
Thank you so much. By the way, I haven't done anything. It is our family members who are the real awesome and amazing people and members. So I want to give a quick shout out of thank you to everybody for making this happen. And this will only continue to grow and made better. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, it's nice to see the communities putting the energy into positive things instead of the negative things that I've seen all around. Guys, use your time wisely. This is the perfect way to do it. Get involved into these companies. That you can see, Jong's a perfect example. They don't just leave it to what you guys call the YouTubers, the influencers. You guys can get involved too. Just saying.
Yep.
And if you see something you don't like, offer constructive criticism and, an alternative, Don't just say, blah, 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 it sucks. That's not helpful.
How does that go, Doug?
Anybody.
How's that go?
Yeah. Blah, blah, blah,
There's another meme coming.
Yeah.
Doug, can I use that in my advertisement?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
You got to get the blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. I mean, that's the internal dialogue I hear when I read some of these comments. But seriously, though, like if there's things you don't like, offer constructive alternatives. That way, these companies and anybody that's involved in the product development, things like that, they can go back and say, okay, we're getting some feedback. This is what they like. This is what they don't like, and they can go back to the drawing boards. But if you're just literally throwing three-word responses that are just snipey comments that don't help or benefit anyway, you're not helping the community, you're not helping yourself, and you're not helping anything get better down the road.
All right, so we have one final question that we're going to put out for Jong. And Christopher, Christopher, let me find it, Demushel, I guess that's how you say his last name. He says, hey, Jong, what about all of the swag? We want to know where we can buy the hoodies. Are you thinking about putting up a storefront for the hats, the hoodies? Or is it anything is possible, my friend?
Let's see. Anything is possible, my friend.
There is your answer. There's your answer. No, I appreciate that comment coming in.
I'm like, I want to give them away instead of selling them. So we'll see. We'll see. Anything is possible in the future.
Well, I think it's interesting.
Why spend the money when you can get them for free, right?
Oh, hey, you heard it here first.
That's my money. Now you owe me some money.
I like that.
Now money's coming my way.
Well, I'm paying for all those t-shirts and hats from your money that you're giving me.
There's the truth. Things we okay. What do you got? This is pretty good. I gotta share this comment here, even though it's kind of it's funny. All right, so things we learned tonight. Steven is now an influencer. Doug is a genius. Jong's enthusiasm is addictive, and Glenn is now officially broke. Yep, I pretty much sums up this episode.
Got a mighty hefty bill sitting in front of you there, Glenn.
Yeah,
good luck on that
lifetimes.
Saturday.
Time to go back work in the streets.
I don't know about you guys. You guys didn't get the memo, but I came prepared today. It's a little retro. It's a little faded. I know Jong and I had a little talk about it, but I'm representing tonight. What happened, boys? You didn't get the memo or what?
I got my cabinet right behind me. What are you talking about?
Oh, look at
my gang.
Doug puts the whole arcade behind him. Oh, some of us have it in our arcade, but Doug's gonna throw it right behind him. I see how it is.
I got the hoodie, but the name is on the back. I can't. I'd be facing the wall the whole time. I don't have anything set
Yeah,
on the front.
likely story.
This is why no one should ever send me a
Wait,
company
that's
hat.
it. That's it. I'm gonna get some money. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Right now.
This
That's it.
this isn't good. He's wait, where's he going? Wait, he's actually, folks, Glenn has left the building or his room. This could not, this might get ugly. I don't know. What's
trouble?
I don't know. I don't know where he went. I don't know what he's doing.
Workstation here. I'm just admiring the fact that he's got the hot glue gun, the soldering iron.
I think that's the
You
3D
know,
printer there too.
Yeah. I think that one's just a
Oh,
regular.
wait,
paper
here.
printer.
Oh, look
There
at
he
this
is.
guy. There it is.
Hey,
Okay.
that's
All
what
right.
I'm talking
Hold on. Wait a
about.
second.
Hold on. What?
There we go.
There it is. Wait, you got to pull it up a little bit. Pull it up a little bit. Oh, there it is. There. Well, sort of there. It's a little wrinkled, but
Well, I can't see anything, so I don't know.
there's a meme for you, folks.
Yeah, I think you're a real genius because that was exactly how we designed our hoodie before.
For some reason, Jong, I believe you.
I wear them wrong, right? This is
Yeah.
how I wear it. I'm wearing it wrong. How we are supposed to wear it is exactly like how Glenn's doing. I think you're genius.
Was it the 90s hip hop sensation crisscross?
I
Where
think
they're closed backwards?
I thought that was. Didn't they just rebrand all this? They called it Snuggie. Isn't that what? It's the
A blanket
iiRcade
with sleeves?
Snuggie.
Yeah. Wear it backwards? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You're
I'm
on
gonna pull my pants halfway down too. It'll be cool.
I really want to be cool.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, wait. Now Jong's doing it. I got to go full screen with Jong. Oh, here we
Oh, I
go.
started a trend.
There it is.
I started a
It's
trend.
trending. All right, guys,
This
put
is-
your
this
hoodies on backwards and
Turns
take some
into Zoolander.
pictures.
They're about to have a walk off.
Do this, and you have to wear the hat.
There you go. See?
Isn't that like a meme on TikTok where you tap the guy in front of you and you pull the hood up and then they think that you're, they'll think that you're there. Oh my goodness.
I don't know. I don't get on the
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah, this is really convenient too because it not only allows you to wear your be warm and everything. It comes with a pocket for your phones.
Well,
Yeah, your phone or your snacks.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
John, that's the place for
We
your
got
snacks.
something here, buddy.
Look at that.
Hit the nugget.
You don't even have to. use
Oh,
your
look
hands.
at! You could just
There
drink
you
right out of
go.
it. Just put it in
Yeah,
there.
Oh my God! Oh, look at that!
All the things we learned in college.
Oh, yeah.
There you guys go. You found an alternative use for your iiRcade hoodie. You can wear it
Whole
forward or
lives.
backwards.
Our whole lives be wearing our hoodies backwards. Our whole lives.
Of course.
Incorrect. Yeah, incorrectly.
Incorrectly.
Yeah, I did patent this, so nobody copied me here.
There it is. With the hood down,
Sounds like
it could
Glenn
be a
owes you some more
feedback.
money then.
Well, guys, we're gonna have to wrap this up. I know Rexer's got a
Okay.
show this weekend. He's got a show on Sunday, and Glenn's gonna defend his title on the Rexer show. I guess it's a huge trivia show. When is it, Glenn? Sunday? Glenn?
Saturday night, 9 p.m.
Saturday at 9 p.m. If
Yeah,
he ever
Saturday
puts
night, 9 p.m.
okay. So this Saturday at 9 p.m. tune into the Rexer show. Tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time. It's hard for me to keep track of this. Super Game Rooms dudes, P-Dubs, Nostalgia, Michael B. the Game Genie, and your boy Detroit Love will be bringing some news. And you guys want to check that out. That'll be at 9 o'clock.
You said that a little bit wrong. It's your boy, Detroit Love.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know, these guys, they all got their
Glenn
sayings.
looks like a ring wraith from Lord of the Rings right now. It's throwing me off.
But guys, we really appreciate all you on here. Jong, do you got any parting words? And we'll go down the line and finish her up.
Thank you. I appreciate it. First of all, Sunday and Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. CST. This is when our weekly Farm Squad tournaments are happening. Retro Recon is the name of the room. And this is, again, all family-made, fan-made tournaments. So come join us, have fun. And I'm going to be there as well. We've talked a lot about our fans and family and community. And again, this would not have happened without you. and iiRcade is all about you. And iiRcade was born because it was all about you. So I thank you so much again. And iiRcade, we're going to make this dream really big in 2021. It's going to be awesome. We are going to be bringing a lot of awesome stuff this year, so stay tuned. You won't be disappointed.
And there's your catchphrase. If you believe in God, believe in iiRcade. There it is. Well, Jong, we really appreciate you jumping on with us tonight and having a good time and talking about the iiRcade, and love seeing what you're doing with it, honestly.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I had a lot of fun.
Oh.
Let me know. I want to come back again.
Oh, absolutely have you back. Glenn's entertaining. I mean, that's the look at he's still there.
Yeah.
But guys,
anytime you need some finances, Jong,
yeah,
we'll
just
have you back on.
just tell us when you're
Glen will
sure.
get you funded 5 minutes or less.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But guys, if you didn't check Jong's show out today, right before this show, he had to hurry up and get that done so he could jump on here. He released some new games. I picked up 3 of them. Snow Bros was one. I think there was another one that was like Contra. Help me out, Jong. What was the one like Contra?
Solar Warrior?
Yep. And
That's a great one.
Boogie Manor was another one that I picked up. So you guys better be practicing. Mouse Spot was another one. Zero Wing, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking through Magic Drop, which I heard P-Dubs is the guy to beat on. So we'll see that P-Dubs doesn't win at anything. So you know, that's to be seen. Cyber Police and Tesla Grad. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, that's an amazing game. I love the game a lot. Great graphics and all.
So if you guys are interested, go check it out in the store. And go check out Jong's stream that he just had. It's over on Facebook, iiRcade. And if you're interested and you've never seen this cabinet, this is the first time you're coming, you definitely want to pick it up because, well, it just turned just when I switched this. But what Doug and I were talking about earlier, what's coming in hopefully a few weeks, maybe a few months, Retromania, the Wrestling Arcade. The complete second version of what we wrestling fans have known as WrestleFest. It's the official sequel. So a lot of cool stuff coming. Jong brought the heat. He was challenged and he said, "Hold my beer." And he brought it. So, Mr. Glen, before we get to Mr. Doug, what are you working on this week?
Well, same thing I was working on last week, but the day job that pays the money that I got to now pay to Jong took up all my time this week. So I've still got to work on the Virtual Boy flashcard, which I absolutely love, and the video on the version 3 trackball I want to show you guys. So hopefully that'll be done this weekend.
Awesome. Mr. Doug, what are you working on this week?
I don't do the self-promotion thing, you know me. But I'm going to just relax and watch the Kansas City Chiefs win a playoff game, hopefully. Fingers crossed. So that's how I'm spending my Sunday afternoon.
Okay. Well, so in other words, he's going to be bringing some videos. He's probably got some toys hiding in there somewhere that he's just not telling anybody about.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
I figured as much. So watch his channel, youtube.com/cooltoy. We've got youtube.com/gplanamento. If he stops being lazy and gets out of the hoodie and actually does it. I'm just teasing. I got to do
something. Actually, watch a couple of my videos. I need the money to pay Jong.
There you go. He just turned on his AdSense, so you guys can help him make some money. Guys, I know a lot of you guys were asking about my thoughts on the Legends Pinball. Go watch it. Really pays homage to Doug. I've been watching his videos religiously, trying to up my quality level with the equipment. So if you see some similarities, it's okay. I've got his permission ahead of time, right, Doug?
Yes, permission and minimal fee.
So yeah, but no, in all seriousness, just trying to step up the game on the reviews on the last couple ones. So go check it out. We'll be back next Friday. I don't know. We don't have a guest lined up yet, but that might change. I think we'll have a nice round table. I know the boys from we had them on Complete Geek TV before. They're due to come back. They've just been like super celebrities and not getting back to us. So, Doug, you got to work some magic on that and get these guys back. We had a good time last time. Talk some gaming. But guys, we really appreciate you tuning in. We'll see you next time. Until then, Keep it buzzing.